Provenance, noun, the place where something originally comes from. Welcome. It's super nice to be back. I've wanted to make something for a long time, but I didn't want to do something for the sake of it. So I've been trying to think about what could be important to talk about. And so as an artist, we make lots of work, we make more work, and sometimes we forget about it. So I wanted to create a series called Provenance, where I kind of look through the archive, and we are actually in my archive where I keep all of my art. And so I go into the archive and I'm going to pull something out and talk about the provenance of it. I'm going to talk about the origins of it. I'm going to talk about where it came from and give that piece of work new life. So we are in my art software, so I'm going to look through here and find an object that we can talk about. So I can search. So I probably have a couple thousand pieces in storage, and I got a lot of these bottles, which actually we shot a video of not so long ago. So there was one of these that I wanted to talk about, so let's have a look. Okay, so this is it. We're going to find this one. I've given it an arbitrary stock number, ABK210. So let's write this down. Okay, so I should have the location logged here. So this is in A14 box 11. Okay, let's find it. Okay, box 5. Okay, I'm hoping this box 11 is kind of near the front, but we'll find out. Box 8, box 7, box 11. Found it. A little bit of Jenga here. Okay, so I found box 11 and I'm so happy that I'm organized that I found it that quickly. So that's good. So let's open this up. Don't do this at home. All right. Okay, so there's quite a few objects in here, but because it's a cup, I'm guessing it's this one here. So ABK 210. All right, we found it. So we found cup 210. So let's open this up. Looks like it sustained some collateral damage, but so this is cup 210. And so this is from 2017, and I actually drew this at my studio that was at 368 Broadway. I was on the 5th floor and I had a studio there for a couple of years. And often people would come and do shoots and editorials with me. And so this one actually was done with Posture magazine, and they had an issue called the Boss issue. And I think it was their 3rd publication at the time. And we did a really cool setup where they brought in breakfast items, so eggs, maybe muffins, and they made tea. And so it was actually quite a nice setup because I haven't really had much shoots or many shoots where, you know, the direction is really creative and a little bit out of the box. And so this was a mug that they brought, and I drew on it, I believe it looks like with a Crink pen. But you can see the thing with ceramics, because it has a shiny kind of porcelain cover on it, inks don't really like to stay on there, so we have a little smudge there. But the reason I love to draw on objects like this is that they're accessible, they're things that we can find in our everyday life. And it's really fun to draw on things like mugs and bottles and plates, because they're so familiar and they're so accessible. And so this is this guy, little face. And faces are fun for me to draw because, especially, you know, you're drinking out of your tea, you have this face, and this face is looking at you. It's questioning you. It's asking you if you're being yourself, if you're being you, if I'm being me. And so there's that little bit of, not judgment, but just a little bit of kind of companionship in these faces. So there you go. Mug 210.